All righty. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today we are doing a blowout. We just changed my client's color, but we're going to be using the Design Essentials Lavender Agave Blowout System. Okay, so we've already done the first and second steps. We used a shampoo and then we followed up with a deep conditioning treatment. Now we're going on to step 3, the blow dry and heat shield. As you can see, it is separated. So we have to shake, shake, shake to activate the product. I am a more is more kind of girl. So don't spray too much, but give it a nice spray. This is going to serve as our heat protection with our blow dry, as well as going to help with detangling. If you've seen me before, you know that I always start a blowout on natural hair with a good detangle. It helps us with the blow dry process and just makes things so much easier. So we are just going to split the hair in 6 sections. It's going to be 3 on each side. Y'all can see over here, 3 on each side. And we're going to put it each section in a Bantu knot. Of course, you want to make sure you have your wide tooth comb. That is the key to a seamless detangle. Start with the ends and work your way up to the root. Okay. Now you are going to want to hold the root area. Make sure you're holding the root area, and that's just going to give less tension to the scalp. I know they used to say beauty is pain, but I am not into that. So now we're going to Bantu knot the section, and we're just going to Bantu knot by twisting the hair around itself and create a little baby bun. So if the bun acts like it wants to unravel, just put a clip there and it's totally fine, because this is just a means to an end. Okay, so this process is only going to allow our blow dry process to be that much easier. So we've got, this is going to be 2 sections in the back. So we've got 1 from ear to ear and then 2 in the back. Y'all welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So we are going to detangle. So just to let you all know, I am Jamie from Curly Girl Coach Salon and Education Center, where it is our goal and our mission to help people with naturally curly hair maintain healthy hair and reach their hair goals. So if you fall into that category, if you have natural hair or curly hair, you have found the right place. I do go live a couple of times a week, as well as I post every single day. Hi, thanks so much for tuning in. And I think the beautiful thing is there is more than one way to do everything. So if you do have a different method and it works for you, please work it, because I absolutely work what works for me and my clients. So we're still going to detangle her section, and we're going to keep detangling until our wide tooth comb can glide through the section like butter. And that's just going to help us. So when it's time to blow dry, that the process is that much easier. We're going to be using the lavender agave blowout system. So I'll let you know why I do Bantu knots for a blowout. Now, a Bantu knot is so amazing because it allows the hair to stay moisturized. Have you ever been doing a hairstyle on yourself or blow dried your hair, or by the time you detangle one section, the other part is still dry, right? The other part has already dried out. You don't want that. It's counterproductive. You might feel like you need to spray water on your hair, and you don't need to. The beautiful thing about the Bantu knot and why I use them is because it locks in moisture. And by the time I get to the section will already still be moist. Okay. If you like to twist, I think there is nothing wrong with that. Again, if it works, work it. I do not do that because I don't want my section to be dry by the time I get back to it. Okay. So we're going to continue to use our Bantu knots, and her ends are on the blunt side. Because her ends are kind of blunt, I just add a little clip to keep it in place. Y'all, thank you so much for tuning in this here Good Saturday morning. Let me know where you're tuning in from. This morning, I am in the beautiful but cold Greensboro, North Carolina. Y'all, yesterday, the weather was absolutely fantastic. It was in the 80s. The sun was shining, the birds were chirping, the flowers were blooming. Oh, but this morning, y'all, it is cold. The wind was blowing, and I had to bring out my scarf. So that is North Carolina weather for you. But where are you tuning in from? This is a question. Let's see. Biggest tip for someone with a daughter. I'm a single male and trying to learn to braid her hair. Very, very good question. First of all, Dad, I am sure you are creating so many bonding moments with your daughter. That is so amazing that you are and have taken an interest in doing her hair. I think that's amazing. Nigeria, Apple Valley, California. Welcome, welcome. So what I would say is start with twisting, okay? Start with 2-strand twists, and that is going to be a good way to give her protection, as well as keep moisture locked in, and it is a segue to braiding, okay? So yesterday, I actually did a live on 2-strand twist. Okay, so if you go back through my lives, the live is called Chunky 2-Strand Twist. And I go through the products that you need, everything needed to master 2-strand twist. And I think that would be a great place for you to start. I also offer one-on-one. So if that's something that you're interested in virtually, we can absolutely set that up. Okay. And the link for that is in my bio as well, curlygirlcoach.com. So now, y'all, we have our 6 sections. I'm generally really big on symmetry, but y'all see I got clips and everything in her hair, but it's okay. Netherlands, yes, welcome, welcome. So on her edges, I'm going to be putting the rosemary styling foam, and the rosemary styling foam is just going to give her a little bit of, we want it to lay down on the edges. Now, many times when I am doing a blowout, I might put my client under the dryer for just a tinch. But today, since we're live, we're not going to do that. We are just going to put the rosemary foam on her edges and then take a comb and smooth it down. Okay. Smooth it down. So by the time we get to the front, those edges will have started to be in the direction that we want. Because if you know anybody with naturally curly hair, excuse me, darling, those edges tend to want to revert first. So we're just gonna smooth it on back. Y'all go ahead and double tap that screen for me, Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends, your neighbors, your enemies, your cousins, everybody. All right. And if you have any questions, hello from the Netherlands. Hello, hello. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to add them in the comments. I will be so happy to answer them for you. So we're using the lavender agave blowout system by the Design Essentials. We've already shampooed, conditioner. We used our blow dry serum, and now it is time to blow dry. We're going to start with this back section, and we're going to be using the tension blow dry method. Y'all, how's my volume? So the last two times I've been trying to use my microphone. This is my little microphone, y'all, and it's finally charged, and I was so excited about using it. So let me know in the comments how's the volume. Okay, so we're going to undo our Bantu knot, and we just twist it like a doorknob. All right. And then we're just going to take our Denman brush. This is a detangling, heat resistant brush. If you've seen me before, you know it's my favorite. And you just comb through, pull through, and we take our blow dryer and blow dry. So I really enjoy this method because it stretches the hair and really gets it in a good state. Hi, thanks so much for tuning in. Nobody's told me, even while I'm blow drying, how's the volume for you? Y'all let me know in the comments. I got new gadgets. So it's supposed to be noise canceling, but I don't know how much noise is canceling for y'all. So I guess we'll see. And we just go to the underside and keep on blow drying. Look at that. Y'all, look at that already. We haven't even pulled out our brush, and we're going to continue to blow dry using our Denman brush. And it's just going to stretch that hair on out. If you've been in a live with me before, you know that the blow dry is the most important part of the blowout process. Some people put excessive heat while they are flat ironing, and that's not what you want to do. You want to concentrate on the blow dry, make sure the hair is nice and silky, because it'll make us only have to do one pass during the flat iron process. Okay, so let's do the section above, just so you can see the difference from down below and up top. Y'all, look what it's given. We're going to separate this section into, and still using the tension blow dry method. We've already detangled, but with the tension blow dry method, it's pretty much going to set the hair in place wherever you have it. Meaning you want to make sure the hair is free of tangles and that you are holding the hair taut. So after you blow dry, the hair is straight as possible. This is absolutely my favorite way to blow dry natural hair, no matter how tight or how loose the curls are. And then we let go. And you see the only curls that are really left are down at the bottom from where my hands were holding. And then we'll just continue with the Denman brush. See how, look, already the movement. The movement. Oh, wow. This is great work and you're so well spoken. Have you ever considered instructing a class? I am actually a teacher. The name of my salon is Curly Girl Coach Salon and Education Center. So, our goal and our mission here is to educate people with naturally curly hair, learn how to care for their hair, and to reach their hair goals. So, that is exactly what I do here, in-person classes, as well as we're working on some virtual classes. So I do appreciate that. But that's what it's all about here. You absolutely spend more time with your hair than anyone else. So I want to be able to equip people with the tools that they need to be able to care for their hair. So if you have any questions, please, please, please be sure to ask me in the comments and I'll be happy to answer them. So remember, we're still going through with the tension blow dry method. Remember, you have to make sure that you are detangling the section again. And look at that. It's ready for us to go in with our Denman brush. So what I want to say about the Denman brush as well, if you hit a snag or a tangle, take the brush out and put it back in. We don't want to fight against the hair, right? We want to make sure that we're not causing any damage, any breakage, but we're stretching the hair in a very safe way. Okay, we are halfway through. In the back, her hair has body, it's bouncing, it's behaving, and we have only blow dry the hair. That looks nice. I like it. Thank you so much. Hi. Thanks so much. Welcome, welcome. So let's go to the other side and continue the blow dry process. I'm telling you, the only thing that the flat iron is for is just to curl or silk the hair out, right? This is just blow dry. And then we'll go through the flat iron process shortly. Oh, this little piece acts like it wants to come loose, but that's okay. We're just gonna add a clip until we get there. So now when we take the Bantu knot loose, we just twist it like a doorknob until the hair has come loose. And remember, we are using the tension blow dry method. So we detangle the hair, hold it tight, and blow dry. Hello, hello. Thank y'all for tuning in today. We make sure we get underneath, on top, get the sides. Then we go through with our brush. All righty. Last section in the back. detangle. Until the hair is straight and blow dry. Now, I will say one thing about the tension blow dry method. You see, I am moving my hands around because the blow dryer is hot. So you just want to make sure that it's as comfortable as it can be to your own hands. And if it gets too hot, just drop it and blow dry section by section. You want to make sure you get those roots. They're as straight as possible. Oh, hello, hello. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, and here is the back. I know y'all cannot feel it, but her hair is so silky, already so much body, already so much shine. And the only thing that we've done, we're using the Design Essentials Agave and Lavender Blowout System. We started with the shampoo, and then we went through with the conditioner and deep conditioning treatment here, and then the blow dry serum. That's the only thing that has been sprayed on her hair at this point. The blow dry spray, it helps to keep those curls and it helps with heat protection. Okay. The fourth and final step is actually to use the heat protection serum. So I'll show y'all that in just a moment. But look at those edges. You remember at the beginning, I just put a little bit of foam around her edges, and you see it's already started the process of laying that down for us. We're just trying to work smarter around here. That's the key. Doing things that make your job easier and that give you the longest lasting results, right? So we're going to continue. Can y'all see this right here? Perfect. Continue with the tension blow dry method in the front. Don't forget, if you have any questions, any hair questions, natural hair or curly hair questions, please ask me in the comments. That is what we are here for as I show you the process. You can also do tension blow dry with the brush itself and use your brush instead of your hand. Okay. I'm going to split this section in two just so I can make sure the underneath is nice and dry. And so we can get those roots as straight as possible. So as we come to this last section, one thing that I wanted to kind of highlight is the fact that one of the biggest mistakes that I see when people are blow drying curly or natural hair, and that is they do not blow dry long enough, right? So when you're blow drying curly hair or natural hair, there's going to be a point that the hair starts to frizz, okay? But it's dry. The hair is dry, but it's frizzy. You can put your feet up. But it's frizzy. So people feel like, okay, the hair is dry, my job is done, but it's not. When you stop at the point where the hair is dry but still frizzy, it causes you to have to put too much heat during the flat iron process. And going over pieces of hair several times with a flat iron can cause it to be straight or heat damage. So make sure when you are blow drying, you're taking the time to blow dry past the frizziness, and once you start seeing the hair straighten and silken out. So, of course, this is our last section, and we are still using the tension blow dry method. We have our Gemin brush. You don't see. Maybe I'll stand behind her. Yeah, that's better. And the smoke you see is just steam and the product. As long as you're not seeing black smoke, then you are good. I tend to spray too much product on. I told you I was a more is more kind of girl, but that excess product will just evaporate. So it's all good. And it will not cause the hair to be heavy, as you see. Why use heat at all? Well, it's a choice, right? Sometimes she gets a blowout. Well, today we're doing a blowout because we're fresh from color. And anytime we're fresh out of doing color, we're going to make sure the ends are great. We're going to trim those ends. But most of the time, she actually does natural styles. So I guess just like anyone else, you can choose to do sets, you can choose to do whatever you like. And today we are doing a blowout. My live yesterday was a two strand twist. So, in order to achieve a blowout and a straight look, it absolutely requires heat. What about cool air? I cool air is generally used to seal in. It's called a cool shot. And what that does is lock in the shape of the hair. Well, I think you can choose how to do your hair, and that's okay. But today we are doing a blowout and we are going to be using heat to do that. Is the towel damp or wet? It is, well, this is a dry towel, but her hair was wet. But what I do after I finish blow drying, I change out her cape and her towel because this is the towel that was on when we started blow drying and her hair was soaking wet then. So the towel is a little bit damp, but we're going to change it out as soon as all of her hair is dry. So this is the last section. I'm just going through one more time. And then we'll just blow dry through roughly to make sure her roots are dry. So now to the person that asked about the towel, we are changing it out. So yes, a wet towel can cause frizz, but I don't change it out until all of the hair is dry, right? Because the hair was still wet. There's no point to change the towel until we go from wet to dry. And we've done that. So this is the cape, the wet cape that we had on while we shampooed. So we're going to take the cape off as well as the towel that was on her while we were blow drying, because we changed it right after the shampoo to a dry towel. And now we're going to a dry cape. So just to kind of recap what we're doing today, we're using the Design Essentials Agave and Lavender blow dry system, blow dry and silk press system, and it is excellent for keeping the hair from reverting. It is excellent to protect against heat damage because we are using a heat protection in every single step that we have today. So we use our heat protection before the blow dry. That is going to prevent from heat damage. And we're going to use another heat protection serum right before we flat iron. So I did want to let you know that I do have some free resources for you to take advantage of in my bio. Okay, so in my bio, there's a link there, and you will see some free digital resources. You can get those, as well as there's a link for some products that I've been using today. The blowout system is there, and all of the products that I use are found on my website at www.curlygirlcoach.com, or you can just click the website link in my bio. So we're going to nip her ends. She doesn't need much cutting, but we're just going to do a little nip nip. The ends are not even, you're right. She is about to get a trim today. If I can find my scissors, I'm going to stand in front of y'all for a second. Head slightly down for me. Perfect. Okay. So we'll part off the next section. Oh, where's my clip? Ah, voila. It's always interesting trying to do a trim while I'm on live because I want to stand right behind her, but I want y'all to be able to see what's happening as well. But her hair is growing out nicely from when she started. How long has she been a client? How long have you been a client? Since October. Yeah, since October. Since October. And when she came, we were growing her hair out. Um, some interesting things. And here we are. So when she came in October, we talked about some of the hair goals that she had and what we wanted to accomplish. And I would say we are getting there very, very nicely. Her hair is growing out and it's nice and healthy. And we're just sticking to the script. Sometimes, well, actually, most of the time, we do a natural style. So that means we're not always putting heat on her hair, but we do sometimes, especially when we want to trim. So when something happens, especially with the haircut or hair is not even, I don't always try to even it all at once, especially if you have extremely short pieces or extremely long pieces. So we work into what we want. So I heard somebody saying something about something being choppy. Well, we're growing her hair back out. So at what point did I offer coloring today? Today. So I did not color her hair until now. She did come with color that was done at home. So we just continued to treat the hair, continued to trim as needed to try to even it out and grow out some of the spots that were not correct. Right. And here we are today, but it's still a process, right? I think no matter what you're coming from, it takes time to reach your hair goals. It doesn't happen overnight. And as long as you have someone that's going to be honest with you and take you through the process on what it takes to reach your hair goals, then hey, I think you found a winner. So we did wait because hair color is one of those things that you have to have the commitment to consistency, a commitment to coming in, a commitment to your treatments, to your trims, whatever it is that you may need. So, are we doing curls or straight today?
I'll leave it up to you.
Okay.
Just the middle part.
Middle part. Yeah, I got you. Oh, my water is across the way. So yes, y'all, we are using the Design Essentials lavender and agave system. Yeah, I think everybody knows what they like, and I think that's okay. Some people, there's more than one correct way to do things, which is what I love, you know? And that's to me the purpose of a consultation. To talk about what your hair goals are and how to get there. What they are and how to get there. Just like Big Chop, or going natural. The first time I went natural, I did not do a big chop. I just grew my hair out. But then I had locks. And the second time I was going back loose natural, I just did a big chop because I didn't want to wait. It was taking too long. It was a lot to try to comb them out. So yeah, some people prefer to cut all at once. I have a video of a lady that came to me a year ago with green hair, and you'll see her in my shorts. But when she came to me, she had green hair, and her hair was severely over processed. I didn't color her hair. She left with green hair. And then we just worked it out. And now her hair is thriving. It is long and healthy. So yeah, we are about to start. We are about to start curling her hair. She said it was up to me if I wanted to do curls or straight or whatever I wanted to do. What do y'all say? Curls, straight? So today we have used the Design Essentials Agave and Lavender Blowout System, and we are on step 4, the Weightless Thermal Serum. So we'll just put a few pumps of the Weightless Thermal Serum in our hand, emulsify by rubbing together, and I always start with the underneath. I always start with underneath the hair, and it's for one very simple reason. I told you I was a more is more kind of girl, and sometimes I put too much product in my hand. So if at all there is too much product, the back will be too heavy and not the whole head. So whenever you are applying your serums, always emulsify, start with the back, and then work your way through the hair. And you can already see the shine. You can already see the body, the movement. And I'm telling you, this weightless thermal serum smells divine. Like you could put it on a spoon and eat it. Now, I do not recommend that, but it has such a pleasant fragrance, not overpowering, but very nice. I'm just clipping her hair up because the first thing that I like to do is the edges. So if you have curly hair, if you have natural hair, you know reversion starts in the back and on the edges. So we're going to use our wax stick and go around our edges. In the front and in the back. Let's get these edges here. The wax stick is just going to give those edges just a bit more hold. And then we're going to go through with our baby flat iron. Head down for me. And pull and glide. And we slightly pull the hair, not hard, so that it is away from the skin and so we don't burn anyone, especially with these small hairs in the back. And then we're going to do the same thing on the sides. Okay. Pull and glide. My baby flat iron just gets the job done. And I like to do the edges first. So when I'm curling, they will already marry into that hair and it'll be ready. We won't have to do anything else. Thank you so much. And we're doing the same thing on the other side. Pull and glide. So the Design Essentials Agave and Lavender Blowout System has 4 steps. The shampoo, and then the conditioner, we did that, and deep conditioning treatment. Then we used the blow dry spray. And lastly, the blow dry serum, which you all just witnessed. I am heavy on sectioning. I believe in taking smaller parts to get the job done. So I'm going to part her hair off from ear to ear again. Now the back, I'm going to curl it in 2 different sections, I believe, just so I don't have to keep walking across the camera. Okay, and then part off across from ear to ear. And we'll clip that up. Do I have a clip on me? No, I don't. So you want to make sure you are using a carbon comb. Carbon comb is just so you don't burn your comb up. It's heat resistance. We'll be using my OG, the Paul Mitchell Neuro Flat Iron. The Paul Mitchell Neuro Flat Iron, it has a 30-second heat up time. Y'all, the trolls are out today. I don't usually say that, but the trolls are out today. So that must mean I am doing something right. So we're going to curl. We're going to do a little light curl. We're going to do a little light curl. And take 1/4 of an inch sections. And then you chase with the flat iron. And we'll just do a little bit of curl on the end. Okay. And just a reminder, I am Jamie with Curly Girl Coach Salon and Education Center, where it's our goal and our mission to help people with naturally curly hair to maintain healthy hair and to reach their hair goals. So if that's you, you have found the right person. Make sure you like, subscribe, share this video with your friends, your enemies, your neighbors. I do go live a couple times a week, as well as I post every day. Every single day, you will find some tip about curly, natural hair. Kinky, curly, coily, whatever hair type, texture you have, I'm here for you. And we're working on, we got some things in the works that I'm so excited about sharing with you all. So please stay tuned. Don't forget to hit the notification bell when you subscribe so you know when I am going live again. I'm located in the beautiful but cold Greensboro, North Carolina. You don't have enemies? I love that. I love that. I don't either. But if you did, Share it. If you did have them, share it with them. I don't believe in enemies, me either. So we're just going through our sections and giving the hair it's not curly. We're just giving it a light bend. Because I think that's what I'm feeling. Yep, I think that's what I'm feeling today. So that's what we're going to do. I just want to see the body. I just want to, yeah, this is what I'm feeling. Let's let her down just a little bit. I'm on the short side. So please, if y'all have any hair related questions, don't forget to drop them in the comments and I will be so happy to answer them for you. It has been so lovely y'all joining me. On this beautiful Saturday afternoon, whatever time it is. A lot of my clients are getting ready for spring break. The kids are out next week. So it has been a busy week because I said if the kids are out, I'm out too. So what does that mean? I'm probably not going live next week. Maybe I'll find a day to go live at home. I don't know. We'll see. Do my kids' hair? They have braids. Yeah, they have braids. So maybe one day I'll go live with them. But they have posted some videos on my page before. Yeah, they have posted some videos on my page and people were watching them. People were watching them. Of course, I deleted or made it private so I could just see it, but so we are going to keep on going through and chasing with our carbon comb. Of course, y'all know we want to use the carbon comb because it doesn't melt. Simple. And we just don't want our comb with plastic melted all in our hair. That's not ideal. But I'm excited about my little break. I have a long day today. So I wanted to go live early-ish. Oh, y'all, those are my towels. I don't know if y'all heard that. But I wanted to go live early-ish because I'm sure there will be no time later as it will continue to get busier and busier in the salon today. Thank you. This hangnail, mama. I know, right? Y'all have a hangnail and it is just the worst. And it's on my thumb. But yes, thank you so much. Her hair, she is absolutely hair goals. She has beautiful hair. Very extremely dense. The density is unreal. which makes styles like this, curls, most things just look so pretty on her hair. So I'm very pleased with where we are going, with the progress that we've made. Are you scooting down? You don't have to. You don't have to. I still had a little bit that I could go down in the chair. I told y'all I was short. A lot of my clients, I have to have them scoot down in the chair because the lowest setting of the chair is still not short enough. It's hard out here for short people. Yeah, I have to climb the shelves at the grocery store or ask people that are passing by to help me grab something. But yes, y'all, we are curling her hair. We have gone through with the agave lavender blowout serum. And it's doing what it was designed to do. It's giving body, shine. It absolutely gives a long lasting finish, which that's what we like. Helps keep the hair from reverting as fast. And I don't know where you're located, but if you're like us, we're in the South. The humidity can get a little treacherous. So having hair that has a level of humidity resistance is so essential. That's what we want. But there are still some things that you can do to keep your hair straighter longer. And they are, of course, when you are going to bed, you're going to want to protect your hair. So that could mean using pin curls, rollers, wrapping the hair around, so many different avenues that you can take, but you want to do something to protect the hair. Why? Because you don't want to curl it every day. You don't want to have to do anything to compromise the hair on a daily basis. So if you pin curl it, roll it, wrap it, any of those things at night and cover it with a silk satin bonnet or head covering, it will absolutely help your style last longer. 2, if you have naturally curly hair and you normally wear it straight or it reverts fast, it is not the time for Hollywood showers. And what do I mean by that? Hot 20-minute showers. This is not the time for that. This is a get in, get out water that will not steam up your bathroom is absolutely what you need. But when you go in the shower with your straightened hair, you want to keep your bonnet on, as well as apply a shower cap. But wait, that's not all. Once your shower is finished, you don't want to take your hair down. You don't want to take your hair down in the bathroom filled with steam. Because what is steam? It's just moisture in the air. So moisture in the air can absolutely cause your hair to revert. And that is not the goal. So what do? Go in your bedroom, go in another room, go in another bathroom, anywhere but the place that you just took a shower, and pull your hair down. Wrapping and mousse. So if you are wrapping it and it's already straight, I wouldn't necessarily use mousse. Now, if you were curling it, if you were curling the hair on a roller, then you can do a little bit of mousse. That would be fine. But sometimes the mousse, while you're wrapping, especially for hair like my clients here, it would just be more reverting than you would want. Yeah. But for some folks, that absolutely does work. And if it works for you, you know what I say, work it. Can y'all see? Let's get a little closer. Hi. Thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all are with us on this here Good Saturday. We are finishing up. I'm Jamie with Curly Girl Coach Salon and Education Center, where it's our goal and mission to help people with naturally curly hair or natural hair to maintain healthy hair and to reach their hair goals. So if that's you, welcome. You are in the right place. Be sure to like this live, share it out, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on that notification bell so you know when we are live or when we have new content available, which I do post every single day. And I go live a couple times a week. I don't know what's happening next week though. Y'all, I'm on spring break with my kids. So maybe I'll go live at some point, but maybe not. Don't hold me to it. Also, the link in my bio will take you to a couple different places. It'll take you to my website at curlygirlcoach.com where you can find all of the products that I use in the salon and in the videos that you see. It also has some free digital resources that are so helpful on your natural hair journey. Also, you can grab a copy of my book immediately if you need some additional support or if you need help on your natural hair journey. So you can grab a copy of the Curl Code in the link in my bio. And just some of my favorite products are there as well. So take a look at that. And you see here on the side, I'm alternating between this diagonal part and this horizontal part. And that's just because I want to make sure that you cannot see the part on the side from us parting the hair off. So we are almost finished, y'all. Her weekend is officially starting. I didn't get out of here till late the other night, but I'm hoping that's not the case today. I am giving the side a little extra curl just for some oomph, if you will. This is the last piece on this side. So be sure to drop any questions that you may have down in the comments for me. Hi. Thank y'all for tuning in. And let's get into this last section. Can y'all see? Can y'all see what's happening? I think I might want to stand on the other side. That might need to go. Uh-oh. Oop, got it. Y'all, that was reflexes like a cat. Hold that for me. Put that here. And I'll take this maybe here. Okay. Okay. Now my cords are just like spaghetti. And you know that don't make no sense. Let's wrap it on around. Like a Rubik's Cube. Okay. Let's put that over here. And where's this? Around here. Y'all stick with me. We almost finished. We are almost done. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is the last section. Do I have my little clip? I do. Good afternoon. Thanks for tuning in. Good afternoon. Okay. Of course, we are finishing up her blowout. Thank y'all for double tapping that screen for me. Of course, we're chasing with our carbon comb that stretches the hair out, and the carbon comb is heat resistant and it will not burn up. And that's what we want. I was telling y'all on the other side, let me pull y'all closer. There we go. Said your hair reminds him of Laura Wright. I don't know Laura Wright, but I start with diagonal partings and then, well, horizontal partings, and then I go diagonal, because you can see that part here, and we don't want people in our business. So we're going to do some diagonal partings so that people cannot see those parts on the side. And then we'll go back to horizontal. Yes, exactly. We don't need people in our business. You see that? Y'all see how that just hit that part? So let's do another horizontal. Is my arm in the way? My arm is probably in the way. Okay. When you're going live doing hair, it can just be so interesting to make sure y'all can see. So again, we're going to do another diagonal part. You see that? It's going to cover that side part, because I like to part the hair off from ear to ear, but we don't need people to see that. So we do the diagonal part, curl it going backward. And what part? Never seen it, never heard of it. So from here on out, we've covered all those parts. We're just going to keep on going horizontally. And that's it. That is it. We're just going to, and I am, all of these in the front, we're just curling it, going backward, because we want to give a nice bang action to the front. We have a couple more pieces. So if you have questions, ask them. This is the speak now or forever hold your peace. Until next time. I have some folks in here that joined my lives before. Can y'all let me know in the comments, how is the sound? Is the sound better, worse, or the same as it usually is? If you would be so kind. Because I was able to use my new handy dandy microphone today. And I was super excited. Sounds good as before. Gotcha. Okay. That's good. That's good. So we got these side pieces. Remember, the only thing that I have put on her hair is the steps to the agave and lavender blowout system. We've done the serum before our flat iron. And uh-oh, y'all, I am throwing stuff around. Now, you know, I'm going to read your question. Okay, so I have 4C hair and I sweat on my scalp as soon as I get hot. How do I keep a blowout? The Design Essentials Agave and Lavender Blowout System. It's designed to help. It's designed to help with exactly that. It's designed to help with reversion. It's designed to keep the hair straight longer. However, if you do a lot of sweating in your scalp and that does not work, then I think the next place or the next thing that I would do is the Design Essentials STS treatment. Now, there is a live video in my lives, and it is of the STS treatment. It's my blowout after a STS treatment. I have a client with the same thing. She sweats in her hair, and she texted me a week after. Her hair would usually revert within a day or two. After the first week, she sent me a text message. Yes, Design Essentials STS treatment. After her first week, she sent me a text message and said that she was ready to document her journey because her hair never stayed straight that long. So look into that. It is a professional product. You will have to find a licensed stylist to be able to apply it for you. So now that we are here, y'all, we're just going to give it a nice light spray of Influence S3 spray. This is just, it's going to help with flyaways, shine, UV protection, all the things. And then my favorite part, let's just look at the body. Let's just look what it's giving. A little comb out will do that. Her hair is flowing. Her color is giving. And her hair is growing and thriving. I wish I had a video from the very first appointment to now. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So as we close, I'm going to do a little bit of hold and spray, just a light hold and spray to keep everything in place, as well as on her edges. I'm not generally an edge control girl. No, I'm dropping everything, but I'm not usually an edge control girl. So instead, what I do, you're so welcome, is take a comb, take my hold and spray, and where can y'all see? And spray the edge of the comb, just like that. Are you in Atlanta? I am in Greensboro, North Carolina. So then we pull her over to the side, and we're just going to take that hold and spray and comb through the side. And that's just going to help with the flyaways, just like that. If you like edge control, this is where you would apply your edge control. But we're going to keep it soft. If you want baby hair, this is when you do your baby hair. But we're going to keep it soft around here. Spray those edges. And just, look, do y'all see that? I will ask her to do it in a second. And you see, it just holds those edges on back. Can I pull you to the front?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, that's it. It's bouncing. It's behaving. Y'all see those edges are laid down. I'm going to turn her on around. Somebody said you need to ask her to do the shake. So can you shake your hair for them? You see it. Y'all see it. So thank y'all so much. Again, I'm Jamie with Curly Girl Coach Salon and Education Center. Our goal here is to educate and help people reach their hair goals with naturally curly hair. So please subscribe, please like, please share. I do go live a couple times a week as well as post every day. So thank y'all so much for tuning in on this beautiful Saturday, and y'all enjoy your weekend. Bye-bye.